Yes, this is the deep dive into the surprise that we're all expecting. It is the Darkness Unleashed Halloween event. Welcome, magical people, to Zoom's Wizarding World, your Wizarding Night channel, Suburban Twist. Yes, I've been at the coffee today. I didn't record on Monday because I was a bit just tired and stuff. We lost an hour. The clock's changed, and apparently that just knocks me for sick. So this one is a bit funny with times. So October the 30th, 11 a.m. PT. Now, America hasn't changed their clocks yet. So this is 6 p.m. UTC, which is normal. It's also 6 p.m. GMT, which we were working over here. So basically, everything's an hour earlier for those in Europe where your clocks have changed. And then halfway through the event, America's going to change their clocks. Now, supposedly, it'll finish at 11 a.m. PT again, which should actually give us like 6 p.m. in UK, 7 p.m. UK time. But who knows what's actually going to happen? Will the event be a little bit longer or not? It may even go shorter. Who knows? So rewards for this one are 200 Legends of Hogwarts Family XP, 2 Dada books, 2 spell books, 3 silver keys, potions, ingredients, but mostly it's all about Fadables, and pretty much on Reddit it pretty much is all about Harry Potter, really. Everyone wants Harry, which is kind of fitting. So the mechanics for this one, we have boosted Legends of Hogwarts Foundables, amongst others. Basically anything to do with Boggart cabinets and Dementors and Werewolves. We also have 3 different port keys with 3 different Fortress exclusive main registry rewards. Also, Forest level 4 and higher is guaranteed to give you a main registry fragment. Now, there's an interesting quirk with this one, and so far, every video I have seen, they've missed the potential opportunity we have on how fortresses are going to work. And we're going to get into that in a bit, but no one's said it yet, so I think I'm onto something. Either or I completely messed it up. So what can you do now? Save your silver keys. Do not place any Legend of Hogwarts Foundables, because you've got one of those really annoying tasks where you have to place them in the registry. We'll go into that one in a lot of detail, because that one is a bit of a potential pig. And essentially, you're going to need at least 5 Exterminator potions around in stock. So get Brewing Exterminos. More than 5 is better, obviously. Brilliant bundles. We have a free store pack with 6 Painberry, blah, 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 blah. Basically, tonic trace detection ingredients and 50 spell energy as well to help you along the way. So we're going to get onto the Fadables, which is the fun bit. So we have the Werewolf. Now, in my situation, it's useful. I have that page on silver. Although the Centaur and the Centaur bow is going to prevent me from prestiging here. This is not really a prestige event. It's a themed event. Okay, so it's kind of like, a themed fun thing. But of course, Harry Potter would be quite handy. Young Remus Lupin. He's the most rare of the bunch on this page. So gaining a green star would be very handy for me. Parvati Patil. This is one of the most common ones on this page. So I already have a star. But the page is also gold for me, so it's not really a big deal for Parvati. Though placing her image a couple of times is definitely going to help, with the image tasks and with books, SOS books. The young Harry Potter, yes, much needed on this page. I only need 4, and then I can actually get the pasted silver, which is groovy. So that's my target. I think it's probably most people's target as well. Sirius Black. I've actually just placed this one for the green star, so catching him early on is just going to build me up for the next level. So basically, if I get it to the top before I get Harry, I mustn't place the image. Because when I get Harry and roll over to silver, I can then have a head start on Sirius. Nymphadora Tonks. I just need a couple to get a green star on her, and then I can collect another 22, ready for when I get gold one day on that page. Ministry Employee Newt Scamander. So yes, annoyingly the most rare, but also I am stuck with the Tank of Brains, and that is going to be my main blocker. Although I should be able to get some decent books using Repeat Image Collection, depending on how much we're going to get. Depends on how many times I should actually be replacing them. So for Repeat Image Collection, with an event, ideally you want to end your event at the top, 22 out of 22 or whatever, because when you do prestige a page, it will carry over. So the question is, when you get lots of spawns, you try to try and work out whether how many times can I place it before the event ends? Because you want to end at the top, unless you're on gold, and then do what you like. So now move on to the portkey foundables, which we have 3 of, and we have 1 kilometre portkeys, I've been told. That's not really explicitly said anywhere. These foundables will not be available in the fortress during the event, and this is actually useful. You can actually get some serious grinding done for other things in the fortress, and I'll go into it in a second. So the 3 portkeys we have an obsidian, which is essentially dark grey. The obsidian portkey is also supposedly the Shrieking Shack from Lynette's video. I haven't seen it in game code yet, but it may of course be a last minute asset, which is kind of weird because there are other portkeys in the code which are complete, but who knows? It may be the Shrieking Shack. Tom Riddle Sr.'s gravestone. So I don't actually have the star on that one, but the page is on gold, so it's not a biggie, it's not really a priority. I'm probably not going to go for that one. So silver portkey. So that's the Half-Blood Prince's copy of Advanced Potion Made Kid. I don't need that one until I place Harry. So I have a few things resting on Harry, but I can obviously collect them in advance and walk them off if I want to, which I probably will. And the gold portkey is the Wisdom Accusation Chair, and supposedly that is Honeydukes. So I need 10 of those, but I also need a lot of visitors' entrances. And we'll get into that in a wee bit. So all in all, the portkeys, I think I'm going to go for the chair and the potion book. Obviously, it depends on how these things are going to spawn, but that's my plan. So for the tasks, yes, I'm keeping you waiting on the fortress thing. Defeat 25 foes in Wizarding Challenges. Use any 7 extreme yellow potions. Place 7 images in Legends of Hogwarts Registry. Return 20 Vandals guarded by Dementors. Return 20 Foundables guarded by Boggarts, and return 10 Werewolf Oddities. So we've also been told that there are a few guarded by Dementors which aren't boosted, but they should count. So anything guarded by Dementors should count, and the same with the Boggarts. So yes, this is a little bit of a grind, but essentially this is what the game is. The games are grinding games. It's like when you collect soccer cards, football cards, or Lego cards. You know, it's kind of a grind, isn't it, really? The only issue I can see with these tasks could be the placing of the 7 images and Legends of Hogwarts Registry. What? So the following boosted foundables count. So it's Parvati, Sirius, Harry, and Lupin. Now, depending on your level of your page, whether it's base, bronze, silver, or gold, will actually depend on how hard this is. The higher the level of the page, the harder it is. So the higher level players have a harder game. Because for Parvati, on the base you only need 9, and then on bronze 15, on silver 22, and on gold 30. And that's the same for Sirius. With Harry and Lupin, it's 5, 10, 13, and 18. So interesting. Now we can obviously assume that the Harry and Lupin spawns are going to be more rare than the Parvati and Sirius spawns. So it makes a bit more numbers to your math. So as you can see, this task is much easier for new players who will need between, it's really hard to calculate because it all depends on where your page is. So assuming everyone's on 0, you'll need between 35 and 65 foundables to complete all those with the base pages. However, if you're on gold, you'll need between 126 and 210. That ranges, of course, depending on, are you getting more Harrys or Parvatis or Siriuses, so it's hard to work out, but it's somewhere in that range. So actual number can vary because of the spread, obviously, and RNG and how things are working out. So if I look at my personal registry, I need 11 fragments to place 3 of them. Okay, so they're mostly complete. So I need 11 fragments to complete those 3. Then, of course, the other 4 is going to be a grind from 0 because I've already reset the ones I can place. So personally, I think I'm looking at about 86 foundables, which should be fine over like 3-day period. So it's pretty worth sitting down a little bit of time, having a look at your registry, and calculating just how much work you got to do. I mean, you're probably gonna get an idea after the first hour of playing anyway, right? Here's the thing, because normally we have dialogue. So we had Darkness Rising, brilliant events, where things were building up, but we didn't know who did it. And then we have Darkness Unleashed, and we have tasks. But are we going to have any dialogue? Because it feels like the Rising was a crescendo of storyline building up to something, but now we're unleashed. So is it all about to go down in the storyline? Are we going to have a storyline in these tasks? Or is it going to be a damp squib and we're just going to have nothing? We'll find out. So general tips for this one is try and end the event with a full stack of portmanteaus. So ideally you want all 10 slots filled with all the portmanteaus you want, because you can walk those off during the week. Now, the unforeseen bonus. Okay, so this is the one that no one seems to have picked up on yet. Well, unless someone has, and I have missed it completely. But here we go. I am going to release the Dark Wolf. Rawr. It's the Grim.
Oh, look, the cup. Tell me what to see.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna suffer, but you're gonna be happy about it.
Give me the cup. Oh, ah! You have the Grim.
Right. So, during the event, as you've heard, the portkey foundables, those that are available in those portkeys, will not be available from fortresses. This actually means the chance of getting the other rewards from that family have gone up. So we're going to use Dark Arts as an example. We're going to have a look. So without Tom Riddle Sr.'s gravestone, you can only get Nocturne Alley sign and the Magic is Might statue. So if you wanted the statue, you're looking, with all three available, a 30% chance of getting that statue. But of course now, with one of them missing, you have a 50% chance of getting that statue. Of course that would be assuming that they're all equal to begin with. But either way, your chances have significantly increased. Of course, Forest Chamber 4 and above is now guaranteeing a reward. So not only do you have a better chance of getting the reward you want when you get one, you can actually get one guaranteed. So if you really want to grind foundables, which are not boosted or actually mentioned during the event, have a look at the registry, see what's been taken out, and see what else is left. And you might be able to do some decent grinding of some other things that you may well need. For example, the Wizengamot chair. Don't need that so much, but I do need the telephone box, the Ministry's entrance. So hopefully that guide has been a bit helpful for you. I say, it takes me a little while to get these guides out because I mull over them over the weekend, and I hope you can agree they have more detail than most and more tips than most, hopefully. So if you like this, and subscribe and hit the bell because it really does help us. So we're a little YouTube channel in the UK. I think we're the only WooTuber in the UK now, unfortunately. It's kind of weird because it's kind of the home of Harry Potter. You would think there'd be more of us around here, but apparently not. So if you find this useful, also share the link to the video on social media. That will be very helpful as well. So don't forget to follow me on Twitter @TheZillman, also Instagram as well for the AR stuff. There's some really cool stuff going on with the Niantic's AR competition thingy on here. So if you want to do some AR pictures, don't forget to do that. They may actually retweet them for you as well, which is quite groovy. So until next time, brush up on your spells, get your ones ready, Wizards Unite.